Hello and welcome back to investing testing. We're looking at Tradingview today. I've got it on the screen right now. Unfortunately, I'm a bit pushed for time today, so this will be a little bit of a quick video. So I've in my profile here on Tradingview. You can see, well, I've got all of these symbols up just to keep track of these different symbols, but we'll get into that later. Let's have a quick look at the homepage here. This is the TradingView's homepage. You can see that you have the FTSE 100, which is the 100 best companies in the UK stock market, and their fluctuations in price. So these are the indices. You can see the S&P 500 here, and Nasdaq Composites, the Euro Stocks index, and DAX from Germany. Yes, and so you can. There's a lot of quick look at various different indices here, and you can have a whole list of indices here. It's absolutely fantastic. So it's great for keeping track of the markets, especially if you've got the application and you're able to put the widget on your Android device, so you're able to actually keep a look at all of these. This is what I'm keeping a track on the widget. So yeah, of course you can have a look at currencies quickly, just a quick overview, and futures, crypto, so you got crypto market cap, which is all the cryptos together, and having a look at how the crypto market is doing all together. And then you've got, of course, got bonds as well, so you can see bonds have been everything's going up recently. So anybody can make the stock market good, unless there's a crash coming, which I think there is. But that's another story. There's so we're in a bit of a bubble. So yeah, over here you can see the editor picks of different ideas. We're going to get into this in a bit. And yeah, and you got some stocks down here. You got some quick overviews here, and even some brokers you can quickly select, and timelines. You got a lot of information here, and even news. I actually did not know that they had news on here, but I don't generally use that for that. What I mostly use this for is two things that I use the majority of. One is the charts. So you can use a chart, basically you can change it up here, what you want to actually look at. At the moment it's set on ADA and US dollar, and you can use the chart, and you got a lot. It's a very advanced chart. You have a lot of tools on here. So I mean, of course you got the basics of, like, you can draw lines on here, and you can draw some more advanced stuff to be able to view the trading. You can put text on, blah blah blah, change the color. You can do you can see. So this is really advanced, and this is just a quick overview today. So you can see there's some tools. There's even a ruler here to be able to measure certain distance. I don't know what that does actually. See, this is so complicated. I have no idea what all of this stuff does. But you should go and explore this section. I mean, all the drawing tools are down here, just like in any image editing software. It's pretty much the same sort of way. Yeah, you can see there I'm actually moving that around. You can just click and grab. You can do whatever you want. You can change the size of it. It's very easy to use. And then at the top here, of course, I showed you quickly that you can change your symbols, like what you're wanting to look at. So at the moment we have ADA versus US dollar. At the top here, it actually says the actual each bar here, how long you want each bar. I tend to keep it on 1 day, but you can put it on 1 hour. You see, you can change it completely, so the chart changes completely for you. That's not to be confused with, so you have this at the top here, that's not to be confused with this menu at the bottom. This is actually the period of time. Now this can be very handy because you're wanting to look at various different charts a month long, and it's very difficult if you're doing zooming in and out to make sure that it's a month long. But if you click here, it's automatically giving you 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, year to date, or 1 year. And you can see that, of course, everything's getting smaller because we're only doing in day intervals, and this is 365 days, right? And so then here you can actually compare symbols. So let's see. Let's compare ADA and US dollar to US dollar and Chinese yuan. You have here the same percentage scale, right? Or a new price scale or new pane. Now, I don't quite understand what all of these are. I normally just say I want it the same percentage scale, and it will be able to bring it onto my chart, although that's not very clear. And it's not very fluctuating. That's quite crazy how straight that is, actually. But we could add another one, compare it to, let's see, Japanese. Right, I'll put that on now. And where's that? And you can see that they all come up here. US dollar to Japanese. Okay, that's very small fluctuations, probably because I'm comparing currencies to frigging to crypto. So, and crypto is always turbulent, whereas currencies kind of have very, very small changes. So let's do Bitcoin to US dollar. USD. There we go. That's better. So you can see it more clearly. And then you can see the line in percentage. So you can see how this has gone up certain percent in the last, let's do it a month. So you can see the difference within a month of the percentage difference between all of these. So that's basically at the start of the month, and then it's just like that uses that as 100%, and then of course you can see how it's going. Now let's get rid of these. So you can just go here. You can either say that you don't want to see it or you want to see it. You can edit it, edit the settings here. You can change the color. You can do all of that and put change the inputs. Blah blah blah. You know, let's take them out. Let's just concentrate on this chart. Now you can see I've already got some indices here. You've got volume at the bottom here. I put some Bollinger Bands in and the RSI, and you can put all of these in if you know what they are, or maybe you just want to mess around with them. I suggest that you mess around with them. So you can see I've got some. These are some things that I learned on my course that has been very useful for me ever since. But you can add your own script, like if you built your own. But then you can like kind of choose within here candlestick patterns. There's a public library with people who have made different things, and then yeah, volume profile. So you can see that it's quite powerful. You can search in here, see if you can find some sort of technical analysis. What indicator. And you can put that in, and then you have of course you've got the financials. So this is actually not technical analysis, this is fundamentals. This type of symbol doesn't have a fundamental metric. Okay, so yeah, it's crypto, so it doesn't have any fundamentals. But if this was a stock, for example, you could have a look at the total revenue, quarterly financial data. Yeah. Okay, I got the free version, you see. But I think it was worth paying for it if you want to afford it. So at the bottom here, you got another column here which will tell you which particular dates and stuff where they've managed to have the revenue and any news on all of that. Okay, moving on. You have, so that's the financials. So that's the fundamental analysis through the financials. Then you have the templates. So you can so swing trading. I get so you have some templates that will change the charts. I'm hoping this isn't going to change too much. So there you go. And it looks like it's giving me a strategy here, where it's telling me where I can. Oh, I see. Not a strategy. No, these are indicators. I'm not entirely sure what this completely does, but that's pretty cool. So you have some templates here. Let's see if I can go back to the old my own template. Have I got my own template here? Save indicator template. Nope. Volume based. Well, anyway, I'll get back to that later. In here, you can put an alert. So on the free version, you only can put one alert, unfortunately. But on the paid version, you can in fact have several alerts. You can see here that you can put the price. You can put if it's moving up, moving down. you have various different options in which you can say, oh, give me an alert when this is happening, and it's a very powerful tool. Suggest you use it. But there's also another way of making an alert. There's a little plus symbol here, so if I put the plus here, I can add an alert. Or if I was linking this to actually make like orders to link it to a broker, I could be selling or buying, or even I can draw a horizontal line, or automatically it'll bring a horizontal line. It's very nice with that little plus sign. It makes things easier and quick to use. Oh, there it is. Oh, did I just save this? Oh, bummer. Autosave. Right, okay. Well, never mind. I'll get my old chart back later. And I've never used this. Ah, I see. So you can test your strategies with an intraday bar. I see. I think this is an advanced tool. I've never used it, so I can't really say anything. Then, of course, I showed you here that you have like rename, make a copy. This is all of the saved details. This is for the whole chart settings. So these are the general chart settings. You can even go full screen here. Fantastic. Let's press escape. You can take a snapshot, and you can even publish it as an idea. So of course you've got different symbols down here, so you can quickly hop from one to another. That's pretty easy. And then you can see the information down here that this is the price that it's selling at the moment, the day's range, so it's at the highest point at the moment on the day's range, the 52-week range, and then you have the volume in which is being sold right now, and the average volume, which is, you can see that this is quite low compared to what it normally is, and it has several technicals, but I'll show you that later, and it's generally showing that it's buy. At the bottom here, you obviously have your 1 day, 5 day, so you can, what I was showing you before, and you can automatically put in a date that you would like to specify that you want to go to. At the furthest bottom, these are where all the complicated things come in. Let's start with the easiest, of course. You can put notes in. This chart, blah, 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 blah. And it looks like you've got a stock screener here. I've never actually used this stock screener, you see. So you can look at market cap, price to earnings. So if you're wanting to find something that is a little low on the price to earnings ratio, then perhaps this is it's starting with the highest, and then it keeps going lower and lower. So this is really nice. Screeners are very nice for quickly finding some stocks that you could possibly profit on. But we'll get back to the screeners later, because there's another way of finding screeners on Tradingview. We are just looking at the advanced chart right now. Now this Pine editor, this is where you're able to create a strategy. If you know how to do it, which I don't, but you are able to put your strategy in here, and you're able to publish it and be able to share it with others. We'll have a look at that later on the main website. So you can name the script, and basically you create this strategy using the Pine script, and it's able to play out that strategy over time to check if your strategy will work. It's great for automated trading. What would you call it? They're creating an expert advisor, they call it an EA, which is something where it will trade automatically for you, creating a bot essentially. Then of course when you have this in here, you can test your strategy out on the chart, but I suppose this will also trade for you if you have it linked to a broker. But I haven't linked it to the broker. I don't think many people do actually. But and then of course you have you can choose your broker and put that into, so choose your broker, and so you can even here you can connect a paper trading. Paper account means that you make using fake money, so you can practice with your money, and you have various other brokers that can be linked to Tradingview, and so you can play out your strategy, play out the this code live, and perhaps earn some money from it. So Tradingview is extremely powerful. Now we just explained the advanced options here. Oh yes, and of course you've got all the basic options down here. So yeah, I've got my dark theme on. Dark theme. So let's get back to the TradingView website. So tradingview.com. Yeah, I don't care if it's not saved. I've got to sort it out later anyway. So we looked at the chart. I have no idea how we managed to get there. Oh yes, we managed to get through here. Oftentimes I normally just search and then I'd say ADA to USD like we were looking at before, and you would then be able to have you'd have a lot. So this will be under markets, you see. You can actually look at it through here, but oftentimes I just use the ticker at the top. You have various different searches here, but if you use the ticker symbol, but you can also find it down here. Oh, look at that. Top losers. Yeah, like you can tell, I haven't used this so much, and I haven't been trading at all. So I mean, I haven't really been testing it so much, but you can see that TradingView can be extremely powerful. I mean, if you look at the most volatile, the top losers, the top gainers, large cap, maybe even looking at does it have a list of small cap? Nope. So then you can have a look at currencies and indices, and yeah, you have such a huge choice. So now we've gone to ADA US dollars under Kraken. Now, when you're doing a search, let's quickly look at this because I use this all the time and it's going to be easy to explain. So you can see here that you have the exchange, like you have Binance here, you have Kraken here, and you can look at it down here. Of course, when you're actually saying, okay, so sometimes if you're typing in a crypto, you often get stocks, and it's like, oh, you don't want stocks, you want crypto, so you just press on the crypto and you're just going to get crypto. So you have some options up here to make sure that you're getting the correct thing that you're wanting, and you can even explain what exchanges you are wanting, the cryptocurrencies and everything. Very powerful, very, very powerful. So then once you're in here, you can actually it'll look at all of the exchanges for you, all of the brokers and exchanges that you can trade on. And this is the simple chart, and then you can press full featured chart and it'll take you to that chart we were just looking at. Perfect. So then this is the chart we were looking at before, and let's get out of here and go back to here, because this is this is what we were looking at before, and you got some news about Cardano, and yeah, so you have top authors as well. So these are the people that are publishing the most, and ideas. We'll get to that because we'll get to that because this is just the main page. You can scroll down and have a look yourself. If we click over to here to ideas, now this is what I use quite a lot, because the thing is that I'm a bit lazy. I don't like to do the technical analysis myself completely. I can see things going on, but I don't necessarily want to do it myself. So I get other people to do it, but through TradingView. And you can easily scroll down. So let's see. This is popular, but often I prefer newest, because you don't want something that's old but been looked at many times. You want something that's up to date. So I often go for the newest ones, and you can have a look here. Look, there's a wedge forming here. I already know this because I've researched this already. With ADA, there's a wedge forming right now. It could go up or down. I know that the trading volume has gone down quite a bit on ADA, but I'm expecting it to shoot up as soon as there's some announcement or something that's happening with ADA. But then if we look at then you can have a look at the technicals. Now this is like automated way of looking at all the technicals. Now I have no idea what all of this is, to be honest. These are pretty advanced things, and you don't necessarily need to know, but I mean, because they kind of group everything into categories here, and then each category you've got the top here, you've got the moving averages, strong buy, and the oscillators, and then you have the summary, which is like, okay, so overall it's generally a buy. So it's kind of, that's in a day, and then you can have a look at over the period of a week. So I'm actually doing it for long term here. So wow, people are there's something saying to sell here, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it anyway. I know So we can have a look over here at the markets, which will bring you to the exchanges, which I never actually use because I'm already using particular exchanges, my favorite exchanges. But if you need to have a quick look at like what's happening on different exchanges, you can have an overview of the different percentage rates and percentage changes on the different exchanges to see where you can get your best deal from. Now, I'm not often exchanging in through different exchanges. I'm using the same all the time. I'm using Binance at the moment, but I'd like to test out others in the future, of course. So that's generally markets. So that's and then of course you got brokers. You can have a look at the brokers, and that's self-explanatory. And then we've already had a look at ideas, and you've obviously got the menu here to look at the ideas, and you can get if you can have a look at this to see if anything tickles your fancy, like, oh, this looks like it's about to go on a bull run, I might go and buy this. Bear run started, this guy's got this idea, look, it's all dropped. So yeah, you can have a look at here. And then of course we'll go back to the screeners in a bit, but when we were looking at the scripts in the advanced chart, you can actually see different scripts that have been made by different people here. Like we mentioned that you can do a strategy and you can also do automated trading, but also you can also do indicators. So you can have there's obviously several indicators here, and you can from people writing scripts, and you can just have a quick look, and it will show you different indicators that you can apply to your own charts. And you can have a look at your own charts, and yeah, but I don't think they'll be advertising so much expert advisors. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, grid bot simulator. Okay, so you got a buy in, a sell, buy, sell. Okay, so this is this is a EA right there. Yeah, and then buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Yeah. So yeah, you can have a look at those, explore yourself. I've not really used them so much. I've not gotten into the automating my trading quite yet. I'm still feel like I'm quite an amateur, and I still have a lot to learn before I get to that stage. But if you'd like to have a look, then you can go and have a look. This is all free after all, of course. And then you got some pricing and about and the community, and yeah, this is just the more help center. It's that self-explanatory. But here we go. Screeners, yay! Now these screeners are very handy if you're good doing trading, and so you can be able to bring up the screener. I've never used the screener on Tradingview here, but so obviously I'm as new as you. So let's see what we can do here. I haven't got much time left. I have to wrap this up pretty quick. So you can have a look at the. So it doesn't look so powerful. Okay, you got top losers, oversold, outperforming. You got basic things, but then it is powerful. Okay, so you click there, and then suddenly you have a whole bunch of options you can be searching for. So this is all down to technical analysis. If you're looking for a certain technical situation that's going on in the chart, where perhaps you're expecting a bull run on a certain chart. And because of this indicator and that indicator and that indicator, and then you can put in the indicators in here, and then you're able to bring it all up in here. But if you already know how to use indicators and how to actually understand all of that, you surely understand what a screener is. And then at the top you've got your home page button, which is like the standard for every other website. It doesn't change. Okay, so you have your home page button, and then you've got next to it you have the notifications, because you may be commenting, because this is also a social platform. If you go in here, you can actually comment. Yeah, you can see people have liked. You can comment down here, so you're gonna get replies and everything such as that. That's your language, of course, and then we showed you your ticker, and then you can change your profile. And what is coins? Referred friends? Oh, they must have a referral scheme. I'll look into that later. And then of course you have your upgrade now button. So of course they've got a paid version of this. You're gonna get a lot of different things extra, but I'd suggest that you try out the free version and see whether you'd like to get the paid version. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, that's pretty much TradingView. I use it so frequently, as you can tell. I mean, I've got this link directly to my mobile with all of this information. It's so handy, and everybody uses it. And if you don't use it, then you need to use it, because it's handy for different things. Of course, you don't need to use everything. I don't use the screeners. There were other screeners I've been using because of the course I was taking, and I haven't been trading at all. I've been investing and speculating using fundamental analysis, not technical analysis. Of course, this is complete technical website, but it does have the occasional fundamental stuff in there. But there are better websites for fundamental analysis, and we'll get to that on another day. For now, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I shall see you on the next